Good morning and welcome to the start of a new vlog. I should honestly start every day with just listening to like rushing water and bird song. I know it makes me like exponentially happier. I just feel so at peace this morning. I read while I drank my coffee this morning. I'm nearly done. I've got about 50-ish pages left. We're at that third act. So things are bad, but they will turn again soon, and then the book will be over. I don't foresee me finishing it today, just because today's busy, but hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. Now I have to decide what to wear, and I really have zero idea. As we know, maybe, I honestly don't remember. I'm trying to plan what I want to do for a trip, so that way I can be better at saving and know what I have lined up. And I've been debating whether to go international this year or do like 2 small US trips and go international next year. And honestly, it changes every day. Today, at this moment, I'm thinking 2 US this year and then maybe 1 or 2 international next year if I can save up enough. But the US is also in disarray right now, so fuck that shit, you know what I'm talking about? But the issue is, I think I want one of my US trips to be Maine / just like the New England coast, because there's a whole bunch of states over there that I don't have. And the secondary issue is I want to go to Maine both at the beginning of summer and in the fall, because I want to experience like a coastal summer, but I also know that I'm gonna lose my shit over some fall trees over there. You know what I mean? So I'm struggling right now. I also kind of want to go to Mackinac Island in Michigan because that just seems like cool. I don't know. But I also just kind of want to go sit on like a California coast and do nothing. Because when I travel, I am traveling. I'm not really vacationing. I'm traveling. I'm trying to hit stuff. So Mackinac Island would kind of just be a vacation, like a long weekend, where I would just go to the coast of Michigan on like the lakes, which, I mean, like the Great Lakes are basically oceans. And that's not something I would do in the fall. That would be in the spring / early summer. But I don't know, coastal Maine, I don't know. I also, while we're on this subject, want to go, this is like, I don't know. I want to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City this year, which, if I'm going to do it, then I have to decide to do that. I've always loved the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's like one of my favorite things. It's always been tradition for me to like watch it. And like, as I've gotten older, it's like less important, but like growing up, it was a huge deal for me. And it was always like my goal, like on like a dreams, like when I would put my dreams up on my wall and my goals and things I wanted to do, it was always a goal to be in the 100th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And I was like, that'll be plenty of time for me to become famous. This is when I had these kind of aspirations. This year is the 100th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I don't foresee myself being in it because that's not going to happen. But should I go to it? I don't know. But for now, we are going to go to Minneapolis, into the city. Well, kind of. We're going to Becka's, who lives in southern Minneapolis. And then I think we're going to St. Paul. Hi, I'm Paul.
I realized I'm cute.
Where are we going now?
You to put under the plate?
No, I got that with my coffee.
Okay. Yeah, this looks. And then she's got one.
Is that okay?
Is that
Wait, he was like, I'll get you. That's so funny, Brianna.
well. This is like nice yarn.
really
It's partridge from pink stripe, then this green stripe.
Long tail, that's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I did long tail.
That's a good one.
Okay, so you're saying I needed.
I'm home now, and look, I'm crocheting. I'm doing it. Look at that. I'm so cool. Let me show you what I got. First off, whoops, I got this bread at a bakery. It was made today. How neat. And then we went back to Tropes and Trifles today because Ashley Herring Blake came out with a new book this week, and Tropes and Trifles had a event this week that I couldn't go to, but I was like, I wonder if they'll still have signed copies, and they did. So it comes with stickers, and it's signed. Whoa. And then I picked this book up because it looked good, and it was gay. So I said, great, I will purchase it. Now I'm going to have like half a sandwich, but not a full sandwich because I'm going to be eating Chipotle in like 3 hours. And I'm going to try a new kind of electrolytes. Okay, I've got about 25 minutes before Ginny gets here to go to the show. Do I continue crocheting or do I read?
Obligatory.
Program photo.
Yes.
All right, I'm back from the show with Ginny, and that was so good. First off, it was so nice to see Ginny because I haven't seen her since like right after Something Rotten, which was so long ago. Probably like when we were at Music of the Dive when I sang. That's probably the last time I've seen her. So that was really cool. I'm glad that she was able to go with me. And that show was amazing. I'm a little freaked out because it's kind of like it's scary, but it's not scary. It's about 6 kids that die on a roller coaster and one gets to go back to life. So they're like singing to like be like, who are we gonna vote for to go back to life? So it's kind of freaky, but it was so good. It was not what I expected, even though like I've heard some of the music from like when I work. It wasn't what I was expecting, and it was so freaking good. So I did a little bit more crochet with this guy, and then I was gonna stop and read, but then I was like, excuse you, could you just come back up here? But then I wanted to make sure I remembered how to start it, so I grabbed some yarn that I have and the little needles that I bought at one point in time, and look at me go. I did remember how to start it. I don't know why it's so bloopity bloopity bloop. But guys, I did that. It did in fact take forever to start that. Like, I've done like what, 3 or 4 rows? And I feel like I've been working on it for like an hour. Wild. So I did another little line of crochet. Look at me, I'm actually crocheting something. This is wild. This is wild. I'm shook. I'm shooketh. That being said, it's midnight. I'm gonna go to bed. I watched Escape to the Countryside while I ate my breakfast this morning, and then I put on this lovely bird song ambiance and finished reading Funny Story by Emily Henry. It's getting 5 out of 5 stars for me. I started crying towards the end, and I don't know why. So I don't know what kind of emotions that readathon was like drumming up in me, but there was something. I started crying. It's such a cute book. I freaking loved it. Now I'm gonna get dressed and kind of clean up, but I'm trying to make today a very chill day, just kind of like last Sunday. I'm not trying to think too much. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just trying to exist and go on a run later. I had yet to try on this weird ass sweater that I got at Goodwill where the buttons are on the back. And I don't understand why the buttons are on the back. Still, even wearing it, also, this is, pulling against my neck. I understand it's a turtleneck, but it feels like I have the shirt on backwards, and I'm very confused. And this, honestly, doesn't feel better. And, the tag is right here. I don't understand this sweater. I'm giving it back to Goodwill. I don't want it. That is a real bummer, though, because the sleeves actually felt really nice. I liked the puff and, the length and the taper of the sleeves. Okay, I cleaned up the kitchen a little bit. This feels pretty loud now that I'm in here. I cleaned up the kitchen a bit, and I was going to start meal prep, but I forgot that I needed chicken for this. It's a crock pot, cheese ravioli recipe. I forgot that it had chicken in it because I was like, cheese ravioli. But I forgot that you also add chicken. So I am defrosting my chicken now, and then I will make that. So in the meantime, maybe I'll make the TikTok video for a funny story. Hopefully read. I'm just doing a book photo shoot. Don't mind me. The thing is, I like using my book pages for a background. I think it's really fun. But I hate holding my book in photos. Like, it's fine, but I would prefer not to. And the last few ones, I have been holding my book. So, ta-da! The picture actually turned out pretty good. And now my book wall is back up on my wall. Ta-da! I took pictures of 14 books. Seems like I took a lot more than that, but I just counted and it was just 14. I used to take pictures of my books on my like little old school desk. That's where the pictures were taken. I did get rid of that desk, but I also started taking pictures of the books elsewhere. And I like to try and get a picture of a book with like what makes sense. Like, I don't know, like I've taken a picture of a book on a beach towel because it took place like at an ocean, and I've took a picture of like the Christmas books and my Christmas trees. I like to take pictures of a place or in a place where they make sense, but I don't always have that option. So then I'm like, I don't know where to take this picture. So I just took pictures of like almost all my Abbie Jimenez's, all of my Emily Henry's, but even like beach read, I'll probably read that in the summer, and I'm probably going to try and take a picture of it by a beach. Did I just take a picture of it now? Yes, I did. All right, let's go run. We're going to try and do week 3, run 1. We'll see. Guys, I did it. I ran, jogged, whatever, for 3 minutes straight. And I did it twice. What? So this week was a 5-minute warm-up walk, jog for a minute and a half, walk for a minute and a half, jog for 3 minutes, walk for 3 minutes, jog for a minute and a half, walk for a minute and a half, jog for 3 minutes, walk for 3 minutes, 5-minute cool down. I did it. I'm shocked.
That's fine. It doesn't mean like you want to be a girl, but no, heavens no.
Oh, geez. Well, I knew that Chet was a homosexual right away. You know, you could just tell he is. Yeah.
Don't wanna be an American idiot. Television dreams of tomorrow. We're not the ones meant to follow, and that's enough to argue. Dang, they changed the lyrics normally now to like reference MAGA. I was really hoping they were gonna do it. I really thought more was about to happen. I am now gonna go back to watching Survivor. Why am I watching Survivor? Also, what season am I watching, you may be asking? I am watching season 16, Fans versus Favorites. I have never watched Survivor in my lifetime. I'm watching season 16. Season 50 is about to air, just so we're clear, in case you're also not a Survivor person. Brie is a Survivor person. She is very much a Survivor person. And for Christmas, I got her and me, or like I registered us for this Survivor game night here in, for Christmas, I registered me and Brie for the Survivor game night. And I feel like I need some knowledge before we do this game night. And it is about just under 2 weeks away. So I asked Brie, I said, what season? She said season 16, Fans versus Favorites, because it's her favorite season and there's a lot of good gameplay. I do know some of the people in the season because of Traitors, which is so funny. So I know Suri, and Poverty. I know both of them because of Traitors. Let's bake a cake! My TV keeps stopping and it's really pissing me the fuck off. So my understanding of Survivor so far is that there are 2 teams, and then people within the 2 teams team up against each other, because why not? Here is my crochet bedtime update for you. I've been busy, but I'm trying to like learn. These are like learning things, right? Like this is wonky. I'm pretty sure I dropped at least a stitch or two in this realm. These have all been pretty consistent, but this realm, obviously wonky. This is a single stitch and a half double stitch, and that's all I've done on that one. This one, on the other hand, is like my super practice one. This is yarn that Becca gave me. I'm almost out though. It's going to be ended soon. So these are all a single stitch. And then I started doing a half double stitch. And then I just learned a double stitch. And that's what this is. I have to look here, 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 here. And then it goes. Ta-da! I'm killing it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. This is the life we live now. I can't help it. I may have blacked out and bought too much yarn. Oh, and a candle. Okay. Phew, I thought that was the candle. The candle says my wine club has a book problem. And it's got books on this side. But it smells so good. I'm very sweaty. You can't really see it that well. But I did my run, which was, what is it? 1.5, 1.5, 3, 3, 1.5, 1.5, 3, 3. In the cool down period, I, instead of cooling down, pumped up the speed to 3.7, because normally I jog at a 3.5. So I was like, I'm just gonna pump it up to 3.7 and just see how long I can go. And I made it to 3 minutes at a 3.7. So that's neat. Crochet update. This is the yarn that Becca started me on. This is my first ever crocheting right here. Ta-da! The string is almost done. So we're done with this one for now. I got some other yarn that I might make another, I might just turn it into a scarf basically and just keep adding to it. But this was the yarn that Becca gave me. It is complete. We're going to bebop over here because this is the one that I've already been doing. What I did tonight is I did a couple of double stitches a couple of double stitches here just to practice. Again, this is just practice. That will maybe become something. Who's to say? All right, this was once again just making sure that I could start and that I remembered how to do a single and a half double because I worked on a double on this one. So this was just making sure I could start and do a single and a half double still. So that's what that one is, but it's just too cute. It looked too good for me to unravel. I liked it. These are 2 threads that I just had, BT dubs. Now this one, this is interesting because this is my first thing that I'm actually trying to make. Ooh, so this might become a hat. This is yarn that I bought today. I was trying to buy yarn that was like this so I can continue, but when I got home I realized they were not the same. One of these things is not like the other. So this will become a hat eventually, hopefully. Who's to say? It's like this, so this will be the top of the hat and it will all join together. I saw this in a TikTok and it looked pretty chill. This is the yarn I ended up buying earlier. Well, the other yarn, the green hat yarn I did too, but this is the other yarn, which once I know a little bit more, I think I will make like an actual project out of this. Like I'd like to do a blanket. I don't know how much yarn you need for a blanket. I feel like I could maybe need more because yarn, you need a lot of yarn for stuff. But I don't know. Maybe since there's 4 different colors, it'll be fine. Beats me. I didn't read it all tonight, but I did get home a little bit later and then I was at the gym a little bit later. I was at the gym until 6, which is much later. And then I was on the phone with Bree and Becca for an hour and a half. So, alas, this is just where we're at. I'm having a time. Let's be honest. My brain, I don't know, I've just been sad. And I don't know why. Everything's just dandy. I also have a headache today, but not a headache, but a headache. But my eyes but like it's not behind my eye, but like it still could be sinus. I don't know. I just crocheted a little bit to enjoy the sun that was coming into my living room. But now I'm gonna go run just here on the treadmill once again. At first I was listening to music, not today, but in general on this running and on this running journey, again, not today. But then I started watching TikToks. Makes it go so much faster. But yesterday and today, I'm watching Survivor. All right, I worked out, and I worked out extra, because I was just. So I did my intervals as done, and then during the cool down, I bumped it up to 3.8 instead of 3.6, and I jogged for a minute and a half, just to kind of test it. Then I finished it out, but I wasn't ready to get off yet, so I kept going, and then all of a sudden I was like, ah! And I don't know, my brain was just like frustrated or something. Oh God, that's a terrible shot. What is this doing? Okay. So I had upped it to an incline of 1, just because I was like, I'm just going to keep walking at like 2.8 or something, just because I'm not done. So when I was like, I bumped the speed up to 4 miles per hour to see how long I could jog on that. And I did a minute. And the incline was 1. So all in all, I think I did like 2 miles. And that's that. I'm in like such a mood that part of me wants to shower, which is weird. I don't get it. I'm just as confused as you are. And I really don't know why I'm in a mood. And it's like a weird mood. I don't understand the mood. What is this mood? I'm like annoyed, but why am I annoyed? Also, my hair is a goddamn mess. Just ignore that. Thank you. I don't know what to do. Well, I'm gonna crochet. That's what I'm gonna do. Am I hungry? Do I want a snack? I'm gonna eat in like 30, 45 minutes anyway, so who fucking? I feel like I've just been working on this nonstop and nothing has happened. My sentiment is the same as it was an hour ago when I filmed the last clip, but there is a lot more. So, that's very crooked. So this will be a hat. That's the hope, anyway, that this is going to be like a stocking cap. Ta-da. But it goes like this. I still have so much to go. Look at that. That's not even halfway around my head. It is stretch. I can't hold this and stretch at the same time. It is like stretchy. But still, damn. And then this top part, which is slightly thinner, as you will see, gets like looped together and squished at the top to close the hat. And you like close the sides as well. So like, and this is a later Abbie problem. I'll close the sides. This could be a hat for a baby right now. I stepped outside to eat cheeses because it's very nice out. I said it's nice out. It's 32 degrees. But look at the sky. Nice.
You in McAllen?
I don't know Lord of the Rings like that.
I think I see you in McAllen. Look at that.
Here is your crochet update. I did not do a lot tonight because Marianne was over. We were watching Doctor Who. And I can't really watch the TV when I'm crocheting yet. That's not a skill I'm at. This goes about around half my head. It actually goes to about the end of my glasses. So a little over half of my head. So we're a little over halfway done. I just went to the gym. I ran. I did my 3 runs for this week already. So anything I do today, tomorrow, and Saturday is extra. So I did the 1.5, 3, 1.5. But then instead of doing 3, I did 4. Because it's extra. And next week starts a 5-minute. Oof, I don't know about that. Because this is extra, I wanted to push myself a little bit on the last one to see how long I could go. Because when I got to 3, it was so funny. At 1 minute, I was like, I can't do 3 minutes. And then when it was getting closer to 3, I was like, I'm just going to keep going. And then like I was like watching the time. And I was like, okay. will it get to 3? Or will it get more? And I got to 4 and I was like, okay. So I did that. How pretty.
Use my in my dictionary.
That's why it's in here.
Apparently, oh, it's stinky. It's like some stale ass paper.
I remember the first time I saw.
I crocheted a little bit when I got home from Zack's and watched the end of Survivor episode that I was on. So, ta-da! Good decision, bad decision. I guess we'll find out in the morning when I'm tired because it's 10:23 right now.
But
It's Project for Awesome time again.
Yeah.
Hello, it is 50 degrees out today, right now. So we're gonna go on a walk / run. We're gonna try. I'm not like I'm gonna go do a run outside. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go outside, enjoy the outside. I'm gonna try and run a little bit. I might not do a full thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The Midwest in the winter is just built different. Like, what the heck? I did decide to come down to the lake. Love it. Wow, it is so blue and bright. I'm afraid that this jacket is probably a mistake. Let me start on my things quick. Okay, I guess if you're not in the direct sunlight, it's not as warm. But I was like, ugh, is this coat like too much? But I think, well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If I'm actually running, it might be too much. If I just decide to walk, then it might be just right. I did just start the couch to 5K. Oh, I should stretch. This is gonna be my first time running outside. Like actually, like I've tried a few other times to start couch to 5K and did like a little bit of running. But this will be the first real time. My knee is kind of hurting today, which does not bode well for me. All right, I just did it in a minute and a half. That was hard. But I did it. And like, I wasn't dying. Probably could have gone a little bit longer. Maybe. I guess we'll find out in the next interval. I did have to turn around. Once it gets in the trees, it's like ice. Icy. So I did turn around right before I started. Also, I walked through a patch that smelled like heavily of weed. Okay, I did have to take a break in there. I did it. I ran, jogged, whatever, that last 3 minutes. I've still got my cool down and a little bit of the like 3-minute walk before the cool down left still. I fucking did it. I like kind of slowed to a walk briefly when I like had to turn and go the other direction. Other than that, I did it. I don't know why it felt so much harder out here. I mean, it's probably so much harder out here because, I mean, this is a pretty like even path. There's not like a lot of hills or anything, but there's still like some inclines and declines. Not a lot, but more than I'll have on the treadmill, for sure. So now we're on the 5-minute walk. What was my pace while I was running out here? I don't know. We'll see. When the 5-minute walk is up, it'll tell me like how many miles I did during it. So it's been like between 1.3 and 1.5 the past couple days. So if it's between there, I went around the same. Now that I'm not running, you can see how icy it is over here. Like once you go up that hill, maybe I should show you. Yeah, icy. I don't even think I want to walk through this. Pretty. I've just got on my tennies. So the couch to 5K portion of this walk run is done. And guess what? I did 1.59 miles, which means it's faster than I ever have before. And Strava, because I have Strava. I log everything on there. If you didn't know, now you know. Feel free to follow me on Strava. But Strava said that I PR'd for my mile. I think the average was like 18-minute mile. Huzzah! I gotta go a lot faster. Listen, I walked the 5K last year in like 55 minutes, which is a fast walk. I was so sore after, but I was with two people who normally would run it, but were not in the spirits to run it. One was very pregnant, and the other had just like had some back issues. So they were walking fast, so I was trying to keep up. But damn, look at me go! It's so freaking gorgeous. It's honestly just so freaking gorgeous. And like in my hat and this jacket, I'm like comfy. I could have brought a book, I think. This is so fun. I don't know what's happening here, but I like it. I just hit 7,500 steps for the day, which is my goal each day. Fun facts. My low goal is 5,000. My goal is 7,500. And my I wish goal is 10,000, which I've been hitting more lately with all of this running. But I'm sitting on a bench right now, resting my knee, because my knee / my leg shin is hurting a little bit. So I'm just resting. I do have to go back to work. I don't know if I said that. There's an interview tonight. If they show up, Jesus Christ, if this one doesn't show up, I'm gonna be so mad. There's also 2 tomorrow. If they don't show up, because it's Saturday, if they don't show up, I'm gonna be real mad. But I do have to go in about 5 o'clock for this other interview, and it's coming up on 3:30 currently. I feel like you should not let your dog just run around on the ice. What if there's a hole? That dog's going in. Speaking of dogs, a man with a dog just walked by, and he was being very mean to his dog. He was like, I mean, obviously trying to like train him, I guess, but he's like, do you walk in front of me? No, you fucking walk beside me. Are you in charge here? No, I feed you out of my hand every goddamn day. Why do you feel the need that you can just go in front? And I'm like, dude, and he dropped like some F-bombs, some more, and I was like, bro, it's a fucking dog. I don't even like dogs like that. What are you doing? Why are you talking to him like that? He can't understand you, bitch. I also saw him after he passed, stopped walking, and the dog like walked in front of him like a couple steps, like not that far, and he yanked his chain to pull him back, or leash, not chain, I guess. Yanked his leash to get him to walk back beside him. That's mean. There are other ways to train a dog, I'm sure, because I'm sure that not all the schools are teaching people to be mean to their animals like that. Fucking hell. I'm mad at him. All right, goodbye outside. I've been sitting here for a while. I'm a little cold now, and I should probably get home before I have to go back to work. God, it's gorgeous. It's supposed to be really nice tomorrow, though, too. So my plan is the interviews are at like 10 and 11, and then I might have to take a video of a work thing at noon for like 15 to 30 minutes. So after that, my plan is to go home and eat, and then go to my old trail that I used to like, and used to go to all the time. So it is supposed to be so nice out. Will I run? I don't know. My Fitbit told me I should take a break. Which I don't know if it just says that because I don't normally work out 5 times in a week or what, but we'll see how my knee is feeling tomorrow, because tomorrow should be a rest day, I guess, because I'm starting my weeks on Sunday, so Sunday will be week 4, run 1, technically. I didn't get more yarn. You did. Okay, maybe I did. Okay, this all contains stuff that I just bought. So I bought 4 yarns. These 2 are theoretically the same consistency as this, although I don't know if that matters anymore. But I mean, it does because I want to test it, but I don't know. We'll see. Theoretically, they might be the same. Uncertain. Then I got some green. I don't remember why, if I'm going to be honest. But I did. And then I got these guys, which are little clips. They're stitch markers, and then little like needles for crochet. This is to mark where your things are. I've been using safety pins, but these will be less pokey. These are like, oh my god, what are the words? What are the words? Long johns, warm things, and then more warm socks. Oh yeah, this is a good life. All right, folks, let's take a look at this. This is how much yarn I have left. Well, bam. Okay. So you see, this is the bottom. This is the top. Okay. This is what we see. And hat. What if I did it the other way? Then you could see. Hat. Oh, look at the hat. Look, I feel so ridiculous. Look at how that would just line up so nicely and make hat. I can't see with string and bangs in my eyes at the same time. Make hat. Hat make. And let's see if we just do a little flip. This is like kind of wonky, but that's okay. I think I just like added some stuff there. It's okay if my first pancake isn't completely the best pancake in the world. See that? That makes me feel like I want to go one more. But no, it's stretch. I'm just not stretching it. Eric, I swear to God. He is such a dumb ass. Oh my God. He's such a dumbass. I am so nervous. This is done. I just need to close it up on the ends and then squirt at the top. I am so fucking nervous. But I also just want to do it, and I want to do it well. I want to do it proud. I am so nervous about this. I can do it. I can do it. Guys, I'm really doing it. I'm kind of freaking out, but I'm really doing it. Guys, I closed it. Now I have to close the top. Oh my God. Becca's going to send me a video, so I'm on pause until she literally just sent me a video. All right, back up. Okay, well, when I'm done with that, I'm going to eat one of these drumsticks. Has anybody else read The House in the Cerulean Sea? Because this guy reminds me of Chauncey. The video's taking forever to load, so ta-da! Okay, I've weaved it through. Now we squish and we close it. All right, the moment of truth. I'm so nervous. Why do I feel like it's gonna be so big? Okay, this is the inside. Whoa. Oh my God. I made a hat. It's kind of big. Let's flip that bad boy. I made a hat. Oh my God, I made this. It looks very strange. I made a hat. Oh my gosh. It really needs a thick rim. And it makes my bangs go crazy. Guys, I made this. I took yarn and I made a hat. I'm no joke, just like sitting here wearing my hat. It's a real hat. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is there a lot of issues? Yes. It's a real hat. It's my hat. I made it. I made this bitch. I didn't buy this bitch. I made this bitch. And I could wear it and it'll keep my head toasty. Like, this is warm. I'm amazed. No, it's Jared. They are not. I haven't heard this song in forever. Up, down, straight, sharp, top, bottom. If you don't know what a quirk is, it don't matter, you still got them. All right, it is midnight 43, and I'm gonna go to bed. I stayed up late to have the P4A live stream on. Why are you so loud? and it's still gonna go for a little bit longer, so I'm gonna brush my teeth, come in and go to bed. This week was pretty chill. Hung out with friends on Saturday. I don't know how much to say, I guess. Zack wasn't feeling well, so that kind of was on the brain a little bit this week. And then me and Zack hung out on Thursday, yesterday. That was fun. We were running, or jogging. We're jogging, and we did the intervals, and we did 3 minutes. We could run 3 minutes, and we even ran for 4 minutes. And today we ran outside for the first time. Crazy talk! And I learned how to crochet, and I made a hat. I learned how to crochet in this vlog, and I made a hat also in this vlog. Call me crazy. I've never liked store-bought pesto. So that was so fun. I work this weekend a couple of times, but Zack and Brie are coming over tomorrow, so that'll be nice. But anyway, it's late. I'm tired. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!